What, baby? What, buddy? Hello, hello, hello. Is there anybody out there? What do you think, Oreo, huh? Is there anybody out there? What do you think, buddy? I don't know. What do you think? What, baby? What? Hello, hello, hello. Well, hi, Tina. How are you this evening? How are you doing this evening, Tina? Oh, my goodness. Good Lord, buddy. I think you're clean enough, sir. Yeah, I think you're clean enough, buddy. You know you don't like coffee. Um, okay, that's because I have a subscribers only mode for messages. Channel subscribers of 20 minutes or longer can send messages. I set that up just to cut down on the trolls. Um, if you notice now with um, my channel, and there's probably other YouTubers have done it with their channels too, where you could set up guidelines on your channel to help cut down on harassing, bullying comments. Um, so I implemented a few little changes just because I just don't want to deal with that kind of nonsense anymore. It's your birthday today. Well, happy birthday. It's my oldest granddaughter's birthday as well. She turned 19 today. Um, I sent her something on her timeline and put a big post up on Facebook for late last night. And I told her in private on her timeline that I have to send her something during the month for her birthday. She's back in PA, but yeah, she turned 19. It's like, my God, where'd the time go? Like, wow, 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 wow. It's like yesterday. I remember holding her as a baby, and she's 19 now. Like, God. It is true what my grandma told me that you reach a certain age and time seems to start going by quicker. And I'm finding that to actually be true. I mean, maybe it's up here, but I don't know. It does. It does seem to be going by so much quicker. I have my moments where I feel like I'm 25, 30, but then I wake up the next day and creaky and achy and everything. And I'm like, yeah, that didn't last long. As a matter of fact, I'm actually going to tomorrow to meet with the new orthopedic doctor. Um, they do the gel shots for your knees different down here in South Carolina than they do back in PA. Back in PA, I was able to get them through my rheumatologist. Well, here it's a different process and it's done like just so different. So I'm hoping I'm going to be able to get them. I mean, I got them for 4 years in PA. I don't see any reason why I can't get them now here. Um, so I don't know. I'll find out tomorrow. It's a new doctor. Ah, did you? You know what? I actually just recently started digging through my CDs and everything and listening to music again. What's the name of their new CD, if I may ask? Because I have pretty much all of their music. Probably, well, I want to say maybe about 95% of their music to date. And that is my one of my top five favorite bands. And Ronnie's dad years ago got tickets for us to go see them because he knew I absolutely loved that band. And that was around the time that the drummer got into that accident and lost his arm. And we sat on tickets for, oh God, I don't know how long we sat on them. And then finally, Big Ronald got the money back. And I was so darn mad. Hi, Debbie. How are you? Diamond Star Halos. Okay, I am going to have to look for that. And I could find it on Spotify, right? Or YouTube Music. I'll have to give it a listen. Hello, Debbie. How are you? How are you? I left you a message about a month ago. I called your number and I did leave a message for you, and I don't know if you got it. Hi, Kathleen. How are you? Well, that's good, Debbie. Has it warmed up your way? Last week we had, I want to say about 4 or 5 days where it was like 93 plus. Oh my goodness, after all that time. Ay, ay, ay. I try to leave messages for Susan when she comments on my videos. When I got the new phone, not all of my contacts switched over, and I cannot find Susan's phone number. And I've left a couple of comments back for her replies on different videos to please email me her phone number in my Yahoo so I, could give her a call and she'd have my new number. And she hasn't messaged me yet. A lot of planting. Well, that's good. That's good. I did a lot of planting, but this is like my first year planting here. And beans are going fantastic for me. Mini tomatoes, great. But certain things are not. Peppers are kind of so-so. Peas, half of them died on me already. Like I don't know what it is. I used the plant stakes weeks ago. I got Miracle-Gro. And Joe gave me some kind of like round pellet type of garden plant food. So I've been using that. But like lettuce just is not growing good for me. Kale. What the heck else? like squash, cucumbers. Yeah, they're coming along. But now I remember back in PA, lettuce would not grow in the ground for me. But when I put it in a planter, it grew. So I'm going to apply that theory now here. Whatever isn't growing good in the ground for me, I'm just going to start growing it from a pot and see how it works. That tropical body wash from Dollar Tree. You know what, Tina? That like that orangish bottle. Yeah, I love that stuff. I used to get that a lot back in PA. Um, there's some Dollar Trees down here have it, some don't. The one in Carolina Forest carries it, but the other one in Conway doesn't. So I actually ran out of it about a month ago, and I haven't been actually in the one lately at Carolina Forest. So I haven't gotten it lately, but I love that. That is good. That is good body wash. That is a good point, Debbie. Guinea pig poop. So I'm assuming that the issue is there's something missing from from the soil. Um, I mean, it's a sandy soil, and like I said, other things are growing really, really good. My loofah, they pop through in a matter of like 4 or 5 days. Some of the peppers that I did as seedlings are growing really good. My sunflowers, no, I had to replant sunflowers because the puppies dug them up. But they're regrowing again. But yeah, certain things are giving me a bit of an issue, so I'm gonna try to redo them in pots. I have to get some more potting soil and see if it's maybe a a mineral or a soil issue. Bees, oh my gosh, yes, there's a lot of bees. My radishes, before I actually harvested the last few, they were already flowering on top. My wax beans already have the flowers. My cherry tomatoes, my little mini tomatoes, they have the little yellow buds on them already. So yeah, we got we got a lot of insects around here. We got the red wasp, the black wasp. We got fire ants. Not that they're any good. Can't stand them creepy critters. But we get a lot of honeybees, carpenter bees, and regular little bumblebees. So yeah, there's a lot of bees around, and probably going to be more once my sunflowers get a little bigger and actually start like budding with the flower itself. So yeah, there's a lot of there is a lot of bees around. Yes. Oh, I know. Um, I think not that far from here, actually. I think there's people that actually have that have bees um, that raise them. I guess would be the right word. Yeah. Um, I seen a mention in a group on Facebook the one day because they sell honey periodically. So not that far, maybe like a mile or two away. There's like one or two farms that actually do have some bees on hand and sell honey. I was hoping Ronnie would have come over for a little bit, but he has been dealing with back issues all weekend, so he's probably just taking it easy. Oreo, you tired, buddy? Oreo got pretty smart pretty quick. He realized it's cooler to stay in here at times than be out in the kitchen. Ronnie lives down here now. Ronnie did, but he stays down here now. I kind of kept it low profile for a bit, mainly because of some um, let me see, how do I explain this? Just a situation that he was in back in Hazelton, where he was staying at. The house was, I guess, basically going back to the bank. And so his friends were going to have to move eventually anyway. Um, it just made sense for him to leave sooner rather than later. Um, and it didn't take him long to get a job. He works at the Skywheel, which, if you look at my video, yeah, he works in all different aspects with the Skywheel, loading, unloading, taking the photos, selling the tickets. They train him to do all that. He really likes that, and he likes that job. He said it's pretty cool, so I'm glad he does. I'm happy with that. Now I'm hoping, possibly end of the month, that my oldest son and maybe my oldest granddaughter could at the very least come down for a weekend. Um, I don't know. It depends on their work schedule. They both work a lot. So I don't know. Pretty sure I'll see them this summer. I just don't know yet when. And that little stinker is out like a light. To be a cat. And if you notice my light flicker, that's the air conditioner doing its thing. So, Debbie, what is new besides gardening? I bet you're glad the winter is over. I was a bit of a devil. I like to rub it in. And my friends back in PA, I'd have shorts on and be like, look what I'm wearing and what you're not. But so about a month ago, I was in Pennsylvania for 36 hours. I had to go to a hearing with my friend. And I couldn't wait to get out of PA. Well, I wasn't there like, to see any family or that. It was strictly to do what, I had to do. And I don't know. I just said to my friend, you know what? I just want to go back home. I said, I want to leave. It sounds crazy, but I don't know. Just felt odd being there. Um, didn't feel like it was my home for 99% of my life. It just felt, I don't know, like it felt, I felt nothing. And that's the weird thing. Um, I just don't know why. I expected to have like a different reaction, but no, I didn't. I couldn't wait to get on the road and get back down South Carolina. I really couldn't. I was just like, I want to go home. Like, I want to leave. Now, maybe I would have felt a little bit different if, I'd met my son or um, been able to spend some time with my granddaughter, but driving all them hours, taking a nap, getting ready, going to a hearing, taking a nap, grabbing something to eat, and driving back, that was hard. It's a long ride and it's hard, and I just couldn't wait to get back down here. Well, that's always fun, decluttering your house. I have a lot of varieties of sunflowers growing this year too. The ones that were in the front of the trailer, I had to replant thanks to the puppies. But they're not bothering them now. I actually got some of that little plastic fencing from Dollar Tree, and the ones that I replanted are growing. I really want to check out. Uh, there's a few new ones I planted this year. The Mexican ones, Mexican torch, that are the orange and red. And I didn't plant that newer variety that I got from Baker Seed Company called Astra Cream, I think it is. I'm looking for a special spot to actually put them. Um, the rest of them I have. I have planted some. And even when my moonflowers and morning glories, like they started growing good, and then some of them died. And the one that was growing in a pot on that little green planter I have, that moonflower is wrapping around all around the planter. So I don't know. I think it's something with the sandy soil, but what it's necessarily lacking, I'm not sure. I really am not. So I don't know, hit or miss. Whatever grows good for me this year, hey, I'll be happy for that. What doesn't grow good, uh, I'll have to kind of look into and figure out, well, maybe I just got to do them in containers. I don't know. I have teddy bear sunflowers planted in the back of the trailer. Um, yeah, I believe on the far right of the trailer, I have teddy bear sunflowers planted. But I have a mixture of everything, the skyscraper, the mammoth Russian, down to, well, there's all varieties. I had an assortment of seeds, so I can't wait to see them start growing either. I missed not being able to plant anything last year. I even have the ones that only get to be like about 3 feet tall. I have some of them planted. You could use them for flower arrangements. So I may actually be able to bring some flowers indoors and actually have flowers inside would be nice. Yeah, I really wanted to see them grow. I missed them. I got used to for several years growing things and then not being able to really, I don't know, wasn't a wasn't a good year last year. Well, I'm glad that you're planting, Debbie. That's a good thing. I try to get out there early in the morning before it gets hot and give everything a good watering. And then I give them a second watering either like at dusk or even like early in the evening. I've already watered them at night too. Um, and I have a little separate herb garden that I wanted to see if they would grow. Because the puppies at one point chewed some of my pots that were on the porch that had herbs growing in. And I thought, what is wrong with you crazy dogs? Oh my gosh, I wanted to strangle them. They're just being so darn bad. They've kind of eased up with that, thank God. They don't even really bother it now. It doesn't hold any special interest. Yeah, Oreo was out like a light. Now, when you say you set up a greenhouse, Debbie, do you have like an actual building type of greenhouse, or do you have like one of them that are the shelf type? Because I had looked at one of them that you could actually have going indoors. Um, Before I found out that my landlord was selling the building back in PA, I was considering ordering one. Um, it had like shelving, and it had this real thick, heavy duty, like a plastic covering over it that zippered. And you could like literally have it indoors. I had thought about getting that at the time because I had thought, well, I could still have things growing out on the veranda. But it used to get so cold back there, I didn't think it would have been a good idea to actually get it. So I never did order it. But um, a greenhouse idea like that did catch my eye. Now, what I want to try in the fall is growing garlic. I never grew garlic. Um, I want to see how that would turn out. That darn air conditioner is loud, isn't it? And I'm not really a big fan of air conditioning, but I'm learning down here you need air conditioning. Yeah, you're right, Debbie. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. Um, I had seen one that time when I talked to you about it. God, what catalog was I seen in? I don't think it was Lakeside. Collections, etc. Maybe, or Country Door. I remember I seen it in a catalog. Hello, Linda. How are you? How are you doing this Sunday evening? Well, see, down the road, Debbie, I could probably have something like that. Actually, on the front porch in the fall. I mean, it didn't get cold here till I want to say oh, mid January, early February. Um, we had colder temperatures, like it was down in the 40s. There was a few nights it went below 32. You had to leave your water run. Um, Nothing like what I'm used to in PA. Um, the only thing that took a little bit of getting used to was the way the weather changes from 6 to 9 o'clock in the morning. Like I would get up and it would be chilly out. And then maybe like a half hour, 45 minutes later, as the sun is rising, you could take your bathrobe off. You could sit outside in shorts, drinking a cup of coffee. 2 hours later, you could be in a swimsuit going to pool in the month of December. And that evening, have jeans on and a hoodie because it's chilly. It was just like it changes throughout the day. And now I know why one of my subs had said to me, being down south, they said one of the few places where you can go to bed with a heater on, but wake up with an air conditioner on. And I was like, yeah, I went through that. It was like so confusing at first, like, oh my God, just because of how much it would change in a matter of 2-3 hours. I'm adapting though. I'm adapting. I'm doing pretty good, Linda. I can't complain. Um, I just enjoy the peace, a lot of mental peace. Hi, Joni. It's good to hear from you again, too. What is new and how are you? I did notice that fleas are bad. Oh my God, they're horrible. Um, I want to say about 5 weeks ago, um, I noticed fleas on Feisty, and Feisty doesn't even go outside the trailer. So her and Oreo both had them really bad. And I did the Dawn baths, did them twice. I got them flea collars. I got flea spray for the trailer. I was going to get the bombs, but then I thought, I don't know if I really need to go that route. So about 2 weeks ago, I bought the drops, the actual flea drops. I got them flea shampoo, and they each got their third bath, which was no easy accomplishment, let me tell you. If you can not sever an artery in giving a cat a bath, you definitely have a knack for doing it. Um, all right, Debbie, it was great to hear from you, and please do give me a call, honey. And definitely give the grandkids watermelon. I'll talk to you soon, Debbie. Good night. Oh, I know, Joni, I know, but see, the puppies didn't come in here. Um, they basically are all over the property. They're not my dogs. Um, the one puppy that I did really, really bond with, Bluebell, somebody wanted her, so yeah, she was given to someone, which I mean, in the long run, worked out to be a good thing because I was working a lot at the time and I didn't have the time to spend with her that she really, really needed. They're pretty good dogs. I mean, they're pups, they're mischievous. Um, the ducks that are over at the pond now, they're new ducks. Heathcliff and Gertrude. These are newer ducks. Oreo once in a great while will do a Houdini dash and get out at night. But no, I don't because of the dogs. And also because snakes can be around, um, things like that. So if he does happen to make a Houdini dash, he'll usually either go to the tree back here or he'll be under the trailer. And I just have to keep an eye on him. And when he gets too close, nab him and bring him in. But as a routine, no, they don't go out. Well, good night, Tina. It was great to hear from you too. Well, they're all over the grass. I mean, Joni, I noticed even when I was still working on the garden here in the back, they'd be coming on me, and they'd be on my sneakers, and then I have gnats flying around my head, and it's like, good God. So yeah, they're just bad outdoors. Period. The darn fleas are bad. But the drops seem to have done really good. The 3 flea dips did a pretty good job, and now I'm just finding dead fleas. Well, Oreo definitely more than Feisty. Feisty, when she was a lot younger, did go out when I lived on Broad Street. But when I was living on Harrison Street, actually, she was afraid to go out. And I think it was because of the landscaper and that had all that heavy duty equipment and everything next door to us in the back that uh, I think she was just afraid. And I didn't leave him out either. So I would, but there's almost, well, I mean, I could probably do maybe an immediate, say, I don't know, 100, 200 feet around the trailer. But my cat has never gone, when he did get out, never gone too far. The other morning I woke up and there was this beautiful, absolutely beautiful rooster. And he comes like literally walking across the grass. And I'm looking and I'm thinking, no way, is that a rooster walking? And I'm looking and yeah, it was this beautiful, beautiful rooster. I don't know what type of rooster he was, but he had this beautiful, like a cream color with like black specks in his feathers. Bottom part of him was like a black. His tail, the feathers look like ribbons. Absolutely beautiful. And a big, bright red comb. And he's strutting around. And I'm thinking, oh my God, you know you're in the South when a rooster comes over to you to wake you up. That's what I felt like, because he starts doing his, rooster crowing and everything. And I'm like, really? Did you have to come over and personally do it to me? Hello, Maria. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Um, so as I was saying at the beginning, I want to say about half of my garden is doing good, and half of it isn't. Um, Certain things just, I don't know. They're just not going. Um, I remember back in PA, lettuce didn't grow in the ground for me, so I remember when I put it in a container, it grew good. So I'm using that logic, and whatever's not growing good for me here in the back, I'm just going to grow in a container pots, and we'll see um, how that goes. But so far, I put some peas in a big pot because they're really not doing good in the back, and some lettuce. Backyard chickens, yeah. Um, it was an absolutely beautiful rooster. The coloring and everything in this beautiful, like, tail, and the feathers were like long and like flopping like ribbons almost. And I'm looking now, I'm like, I never seen a rooster like that. I don't know, what kind he was, but I was like, wow, that is a beautiful bird. No, my cats are not outside. So, no. Now, very possible one the dogs might have, yes. But I'm also thinking too that um, I I don't know. My first instinct is something lacking in the soil, so I went with the plant food steaks weeks and weeks ago. Then I went and got some Miracle Grow. Um, I watered with that, and I don't know. I just don't know. Now, there's one or two stray cats around, so I can't say that there may not be a cat doing anything, but not my guys. Nope, my guys are in the trailer at night. Ah, I have chicken wire, and that was my original plan to do that. Dogs really haven't been bothering it back there. Um, so I didn't go with the actual chicken wire. Um, I don't know. I'm gonna have to, I guess, basically just look up online and see if I can figure out what they're lacking. And if they're just not gonna grow for me, I'll just grow them in containers. No, no big deal. Um, Trial and error this year, you know. But I'm I'm happy. I mean, with what is growing pretty good for me, so I'm not complaining. Radishes are growing crazy. Well, Oreo is neutered. I took care of a little cat I rescued, oh God, about 2 months ago. Actually had him in the pump house down at the end of the property. And come to find out when I put his picture up in a local group that he belonged to the house back here. And that poor lady was going nuts trying to figure out where her cat got to. And we took him over to her, and his back leg or both of them had been injured, maybe sprained him or something. So he was kind of taking it easy in a little shed. I was feeding him 2, 3 times a day and just checking on a little guy. But I have a male and female, so I know once or twice I seen a beautiful, huge, big cat. I don't know who that belongs to, but there was a cute little, tiny, little gray female. She was real tiny, about this big. That was coming around, and I was feeding her. It come to find out that she actually lives a road over, and a lady didn't know her cat was coming all the way over here. And I put her picture up in a group, and I asked if she belonged to anybody. I said, if I didn't have my guys, I would have kept her. But I come to find out, the one girl says to me that was a Graham's cat. And she is like, my Graham doesn't know. She goes all the way over to your road. And I'm like, oh, okay. Um, so they came and got her and don't leave her out anymore. She was going around being fed by pretty much 5, 6 different people. And I don't know how this cat stayed so skinny, but yeah, she was living a good life, getting fed and everything, treats, and yeah, little beggar, little con artist. That is true. That is true. Now, I have cantaloupe seeds I gave to my friend's grandfather to plant. Um, he planted them in a different area on the property, so I'm curious to see if the cantaloupe grow. So yeah, certain things are growing great for me, like my beans and that. Cucumbers are coming along, zucchini, the squash, but things like green onion, a little bit. Some of my peppers are growing good. Other ones that I had done like by seed, it seems like when the dogs tore that section up and I replanted and everything, just nothing's growing. So I don't know. Yeah, that's true. But whatever doesn't grow good in ground for me, I can always do in a container. So, um, this year pretty much it's just like trial and error. See what does grow good, what doesn't. Now, my mini tomatoes, like, they exploded. When I watered that with Miracle-Gro, I swear, not too long after that, we had rain for like 2 days, 3 days. Oh my God, it's actually bigger than what it's supposed to be. It grew crazy. Oh wow, really? Huh. Um, okay, thank you for letting me know that. I was not aware of that. I don't know why. Hmm. Oh, maybe if I'm sitting back a certain distance from the laptop because my speaker is right on top. Um, I remember back in Hazleton, the one chat I did, um, everybody was having a hard time hearing Ronnie. And it's the difference with this laptop, the speaker. Um, I don't know. It just, I don't know. I guess it's not as good as I thought it would be. Um, Note to self, next time I do a chat, maybe I'll use my clip-on microphone, which I actually found not too long ago. I thought I lost it, but I actually found my clip-on microphone. Well, I'm always making jokes. I would like to have a goat. I love baby goats. Um, but I'm not seriously going to get one. But I was in Walmart and there was a lady in an aisle looking at deodorant, and she was holding a little month-old baby goat. And it was just so cute. I'm like, baby goat. And Ronnie says, oh my God, it's so cute. And yeah, I got to hold this little goat. It's a month old. Um, the softest, like fur. And oh my God, such a sweet little face. It was just like so cute. So that was pretty cool. Back in PA, um, you don't, you don't see goats in Pennsylvania. Well, yeah, you don't see goats in Hazleton Walmart. Still having problems with the volume, Linda. You know what? Let me see something here. Ah, yeah, I'm sorry, Linda. Yeah, I'm watching it on my end. You know what? Let me see. I upped it a little bit to 50. Does that help? I have it up right now to 50. Yeah, it seems to be okay on my end. Mine has 6 bars here, and as I'm talking, it's going up to 3. So, um, Well, good night, Linda. It was great to hear from you. Have a good evening. That is true. That is true. I mean, the volume on my laptop is pretty good. Um, hmm. Yeah, I don't know what what that issue is, but maybe next time I try it, I'll use my clip-on microphone. That would probably be better. Oh, well, thank you, Tina. A pony? Oh, well, like I said, I've seen a baby goat here at the Walmart down here. I seen puppies, little ones. I seen someone had a horse in a parking lot the one time in one of the I want to say like a hitch. It was attached to their truck. I guess they were going to maybe some, I don't know, horse show or rodeo or something. I have no idea. But they had a horse in the parking lot, and people were like, talking to the guy and his wife and making a fuss of the horse. And I wanted to go check it out, but by the time I got out of the store, they were leaving. I was like, darn. Yeah, definitely. It's a whole different vibe down here. It is. It's a good vibe. Um, Not that far actually from where I live. You'll see horses on different people's properties. There's quite a few people have horses, a couple of them, and palominos, beautiful black ones, white ones. Oh my goodness. Any type of horse, just about, you'll find them. There's a lady not that far from here, too, raises some kind of real small ponies. They only get to be about this high. Um, oh, what are they? What are they called? Pygmy pygmies or something. Well, no, that's goats, I think. There's a special kind of ponies, though, that a lady not too far from here specializes in, and she breeds them, and she only raises them. And they're real small ponies. Oh my God, Joni. Yes, apparently the real estate is, but since I have been here, there's houses being built like crazy, and local people are complaining their property taxes going up. Um, a lot of farmland is being sold, and people are buying it up and building houses. And it's just people are like local people are getting, I don't want to say fed up with it, but they're they're concerned with the influx of people moving here. I can't think of the name of them, Joni. I'm going to have to look and see. But it's a certain kind of pony that this lady has. And I believe she has a Facebook page for them too. And you can actually take a tour on her little ranch and actually go check them out. There is a lot of houses for sale, but believe me, they're not cheap. They're not cheap. More towards Conway, which is a nice town. I would, down the road maybe like to live more like there in city. But you can't get an apartment for under $900. Everything has gone, and it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I don't know when it's gonna stop. It's just crazy. Even a few friends of mine back in PA, are saying like houses around them sold, and they know when, like, say their neighbor bought their house 20 years ago, they paid maybe $65,000 for it, and they were able to sell it for like $170,000, and they're like, what? I don't know, just a lot of people are saying now is not a good time to buy a house, and now is it's a good time to sell it because you're going to get top dollar for it, but it's not a good time to buy it. Joe was explaining it to me the one day that if the banks start releasing even just a small portion of foreclosed properties, like big banks doing it, he said smaller banks will follow suit. And he said that could start the cost of homes dropping, but it's also going to create a situation where people are roped into mortgages paying maybe $200,000 for a house that technically at some point is only going to be worth about half that. I mean, I've never owned a house, so I don't, understand all that Joe has. But he said it's inevitable that at some point there's going to be something that's going to happen with the housing market. I just wish something would be done about all the homeless people. I mean, I seen them down around the beach area, and it's sad. I mean, these people like remind me of the stereotypical homeless person like you might see in New York pushing a shopping cart. Like, I've seen some people and I recognized them. I've seen them for months now, and it's just sad. And I watch all these different videos on YouTube, and everywhere it's just getting worse. I don't know what people are supposed to do. Oh, it was wonderful, Joni, to get away from the snow. Believe me, I did not miss the snow. I did watch actually on my Facebook in memories at Christmas time videos that I had done back in PA when it was snowing and everything. It was nice to watch them, but I didn't miss it. The thing with Pennsylvania is winter never wants to release its grip. It's like you have to, what is that flying? I don't know what that is. I think it's some type of beetle. One over there somewhere. Well, at least I know it's not a wasp or that. It's a it's a mess, Joni. It's a mess. Um, I was actually talking yesterday to my mom's cousin out in Arizona, and she was saying that in certain areas in Arizona, they're trying to put some of these people somewhere. And I mean, that's a good thing. At least they're making an effort. But like California, I mean, it's just. I think I watched a video, Invisible People, Mark Leota, his channel. Um, he was talking about people. They were doing a sweep, and it was RVs in that some people were staying in, and it was just like, good Lord. You're not solving the problem by making people leave an area because they're just going to become a problem somewhere else. Oh, yeah, I can imagine any state that has bad weather like that and cold and everything. Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, anywhere like that. It's just, I don't know. It's a bad situation. It's a sad situation. And does when does it stop? Like, when do they stop jacking the rents up? When do they just stop, or people just say, nope, we're not paying it? I don't know. That is true. Yes, that is true. Um, Pennsylvania, a gallon of gas right now is close to $5.30 for a gallon. Now, the thing that irritated me is I have read so many times people will say, well, why don't they just leave their state and go somewhere else? Well, it costs money to move. It's not just simply a situation of selling everything and buying yourself a one-way bus ticket. There's more to it. I mean, people don't want to leave where their family is, where their friends are. Maybe they have a good job. And so, people with the mindset like, oh, well, if you can't afford to live in your state, go somewhere else. That doesn't mean you're going to be able to find something you can afford in another state either. Yeah, exactly. Um, I wasn't able to bring all of my stuff, and it still ran me, I want to say about $700-800 to come down here. So yeah, it's easy for people to say to someone, oh, well, just go to a different state. What about when you're older and you just don't want to? And I don't blame people who feel like, well, why should you have to? I mean, honestly, I had to. I couldn't find anything affordable. The subsidized housing, my name would have been on lists for several years. And what do you do in the meantime? Go broke paying for a hotel. It's just, it's crazy. But I figure, everything that goes up eventually comes down. And some point there's going to be some sort of um, something's going to happen in the housing market, real estate, and it's probably not going to be good. So I'm grateful, that I had a friend here and everything, because yeah, I really would have been in a pickle. Um, I don't know. Well, yeah, Joni, it does. Um, it does because, like I said, when does it stop? My old apartment back on Harrison Street. Here's a good example. Um, one of my friends, she drives by the building once in a while, and she had said that that owner jacked those rents up to $1,200 per apartment. Now, you guys, I did Christmas videos in that apartment. You see my kitchen, my bedroom, you seen the whole apartment. That apartment was small. Would you honestly pay $1,200 for it? Hi, Sheila. Um, yeah, the gas is even here. I've seen gas already as high as $4.69 a gallon. Um, Trying to think, what gas station was that at? A Minuteman, maybe? Yeah, you're right. Money controls it all. Money controls everything. That is true. Pennsylvania, uh, some gas stations, the gas is like 5.49, 5.69 a gallon. That's ridiculous. Which um, is part of the reason why I have not been cleaning as much. Because there have been days where, depending on where we have to go and what we have to clean, my friend could spend anywhere from $50 to $70 on gas just one day of going to different units cleaning. So if we work 4 or 5 days a week and we're spending that per day, that's like almost 2/3 of the money going just to get to work. It's just, so I actually think I'm going to be looking into something working from home. Um, there's a few leads that I actually got from watching a YouTube video. Um, Literally, like just working from home. Customer service, sort of like in a call center type situation, but not being in a call center. Because like gas is just getting ridiculous. It is. And yeah, if any of them, jobs like pan out, Maybe I'll do a video about that. My experience with looking for some legit work at home opportunities. Well, you know what, Sheila? Yeah, you're right. You're right. I mean, yeah, the extra money was a help, but also uh there are times that really it was just a matter of breaking even. Um, which is why I'm saying, like, for her, to go, it's good for her. But, for me, I mean, I could be happy working from home too. So you know, that's not an issue for me. I mean, my friend, it would benefit her because she was also doing the inspecting. And the people who inspect the units and everything, they make better money than just, cleaners going in cleaning per unit. So, um, or her just working by herself would be more beneficial than her working with me. She's losing money working with me. So, um, no, my rent is affordable, Joni. I'm saying about the apartment back in Pennsylvania. When that new owner took it over, he doubled the rent literally from 6 to 1,200. And many of you, a lot of my videos, seen different parts of my apartment. And do you really think it's worth $1,200? I mean, just because you can ask that for the rent doesn't mean that you should. I'm sorry, it's an old building and nobody should have to pay $1,200 for an apartment in that building. It's ridiculous. Ronnie is good, Sheila. Ronnie is good. His back has been bothering him this weekend, which is why he isn't here with me, actually. Um, he's doing good. He works at Skywheel, and he really, really likes that job. Um, no, he enjoys it, and he likes it. So I'm glad. It's nice having him here. Um, it was a little sad for me when he went back to PA. And I often worried about him too because the situation that he was in was just that um, at some point he was going to have to move anyway, whether it was within Hazelton or in Pennsylvania. So, well, I don't own the trailer, Joni. I just rent it. I don't own it. So I don't have any control over things getting done in it or not getting done. Um, when I was working, I could save money, yes, but if I'm not working, then no. Really, no, I wouldn't be able to. No, I understand what you're saying, absolutely. Um, but it's a money issue, which is why, um, no, I didn't have the money to buy it, Sheila. Um, yeah, no, I just rent it. No, Ronnie doesn't stay here at the trailer with me. He actually rents a room over at the house from my friend. No, I'm here at the trailer myself. I mean, believe me, I'd love to have cabinets in the kitchen and everything and it painted and all that, but the person that started doing it ran out of money and doesn't have the money to finish it. And there's honestly nothing I could do about that. Yes, Sheila, no, you are right. I do have some good friends. That is true. That is true. Um, yeah, and if it wasn't for her and her grandfather, Ronnie and I would be up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. And you know what, Sheila? The sad thing is, you're absolutely right. You do have to. Oh, ugh, I don't know what that. Oh God, it's one of the flying beetles. Oh God, I hate them. Oh, I hate them stupid things. Ah, get off my damn pants. Ugh. God, I hate that. Sorry about that, guys. Um. Oh God, there was one flying around in here last night, and Oreo tried to eat it, and obviously it didn't want to be eaten, and he spit it out. And ooh, sorry about that. I hate them. It's them orangish brown beetles about that big. Oh God. Do you mean, Tina, more like a honey blonde? When you're saying like a yellow blonde, are you saying more like a honey blonde or oh gosh, a I don't want to say like a ash because I don't really care for ash blonde. Um, I know what you're. I'm trying to think of like a different shade. Oh, I understand. I actually went with a different Garnier shade recently, a newer one that I found, coconut, and I'd never used this one before. It is. It's a platinum blondina. It's a newer one. It's called coconut. Um, well, what I've been trying to do over time too is to lighten the back that was darker originally. When I was living down in Jim Thorpe, it was the like a reddish brown, and I had the blonde with the reddish brown, and I was trying to do that little by little. So I have been. Oh well, yeah, with the lighting too. The lighting isn't necessarily the best either. Yeah, I know. It is. It's a very pale blonde. It is. Yeah. Well, geez. Did you just wake up or what?
No, why?
Oh,
Sorry.
no. Go ahead. Say hello. I thought you were going to come over. You're
Hi, guys. No, I told you I'm not feeling well. I just had the runs.
back.
Well, that and like I just said, I just had the runs.
Mm.
I also came to say goodnight.
All right. You going to bed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye. Where are you? Actually, you know, here. I think I can sit a moment. My puppy. With my boy.
Joni said, "Hey, Ronnie."
Hi, guys. Oreo.
Hi, Steph. How are you? I am doing pretty good. I can't complain. He was sleeping for a little bit.
He was?
Yeah. And then one of them goofy beetle things landed on me, and like I just jumped up, and I'm like trying to knock it off with my comb. I'm like, ah, get out of here,
Buddy.
Aw.
So long legs. Just like
I know.
You.
Sheila said, "Hey, Ronnie."
Hey,
Debbie
guys.
said, "Hi, Ronnie."
Hello, everyone.
Ah, good, Debbie. I'm glad you're back.
He's really looking at you.
I know. I know. He's probably thinking, "Where's my treat?" Well, when I'm done, buddy, I'll give you a treat.
Hmm?
How's your back feel?
Not right, but
Mm,
despite it, I'm still gonna go in tomorrow. I have to.
yeah, I know.
I'm just hoping it's not really too crazy tomorrow.
Ronnie is renting a room over at the house, Debbie. The beetles, oh my God, they're about this big. They're like reddish brown,
Corn beetles.
and there's like sticky things on their legs. So when they fly and they land on you, they stick onto your clothing. 'Cause when I jumped up a few minutes ago and I'm trying to knock it off with my comb, they're hard to get rid of. Like last night, Oreo tried to kill one and he couldn't. I had to take a shoe and splatter it. But yeah, this is like 3 nights in a row. One got in, I guess, through my air conditioner and fly around. They're very annoying. I don't like them. Oh, Oreo did miss him. When he first came back, Oreo hissed at him. Oreo just was like,
Was not having any.
yeah, he was not having any,
Hey, bud.
he was just like, shame on you. You left me. To heck with you. Bloop.
Yeah, look at him now.
Mm-hmm.
He's back to his old Oreo self. Hey, buddy. Yeah. I won't leave you again, buddy. I promise. You hear me? That really did break my heart having to leave him, though.
I know. Well, not a back injury, Sheila, just that he does a lot of standing in his job. So it's kind of understandable by the end of the week, his back is just like,
Screaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, Oreo was mad, Joni. He was very mad. When he came back,
he wouldn't go anywhere near me.
Yeah, he hissed at him and everything. He was just like, nope, 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 nope. Nope, not having it. Same way Feisty was with me when we went down Jim Thorpe. She wouldn't come near us for like 2-3 days. Just, yeah. But that was last year. And last year was a shitty year. It really was. So, not even going to talk about that.
The odd thing is, South Carolina feels like, well, South Carolina feels more like home to me than Pennsylvania did, and that's the sad part.
Oh, Sheila, yes, I was working down in Myrtle Beach. And have I been at the actual beach, just being on the beach? Yes, a couple of times.
Not to mention, she can also ride the Skywheel for free because she's my mom and I work there.
I sprinkled some of my mom's ashes down there in April, before Mother's Day. I took some of my mom's ashes down to the beach.
I ride the Skywheel for free after work sometimes too.
You know what, Tina? So far, I mean, I've been in other little thrift stores. But when it comes to clothes, so far, the Conway Goodwill is like so far my favorite store. Like I always find nice things there. They just have a really nice selection. I know I get different alerts on Facebook about like different bands and everything. House of Blues and all that.
Oh, Katie told me that the wheel does light up at night for Pride Month.
Oh, okay.
But I know that she showed me a picture of the one day.
Are we going to any festivals? Well, actually, the middle of this month, Ronnie and I are going to be June 18th. We are going to go ahead. You could tell them.
Participate in Myrtle Beach's Pride Pub Crawl, which lasts from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. in Myrtle Beach for Pride Month. So we'll be in that. We'll be doing that.
Yeah,
and being that it's an event going on so close to the wheel, I said to my mother, why don't we go on the Skywheel that night while we're at it?
Yeah. The Funplex, which is right by the Skywheel.
Yeah.
They have a special where you could get the $25, I think, wristbands and things. Different bars give you like vouchers for different drinks or something. I don't know. I've never actually... Well, many years ago, I did pub crawl with his dad for, I don't know, for some...
I don't know how that does.
Some fundraiser thing back in PA years and years ago.
I don't know how they do it down here, though, how that goes on. What, buddy?
But, yeah, we're going to that. It's, down here, it's to raise money for what is that called? The Trevor?
Yeah, the Trevor Project. It's a organization that raises awareness for the LGBTQ community as well as services for LGBTQIA plus individuals and young teenagers and all that. Resources and whatnot that is available for them if they need it. The Trevor Project, yep.
Well explained, honey. Well explained. So yeah, we're looking forward to that. That's the middle of this month. And
the next month I get new glasses on.
I'll be recording that day with me. I'll have my camera with me. So that'll be a fun video to like edit and work on. Well, hi, Julie. How are you? Yeah, you know what? Even Joe told me that over where he lives in Florence, there is a shelter over there that is for LGBTQ teens. And he said that it's just like really a shame that in a, I guess you could say, in an area where there is such a strong religious community, that when it comes to families having children that are gay, transgender, whatever this, that just froze for a moment, and I don't know why. That these kids wind up getting literally kicked out, homeless. So yeah, some of these different little towns around us actually have shelters for these kids because their families are very religious, and boom. I don't know. I find that to be hypocritical, but that's just me. You know, I don't know. But anyway, that is the organization that the pub crawl is raising money for. It's a bit of a problem down this area, and it's a bit of a problem down in the beach area, from what I understand. And it's just sort of ironic when you find out that there is a problem like that. Being that it's the South, and you think of the South being like so much more, religious per se than the North. Just kind of doesn't seem to, I don't know, doesn't seem to fit your typical thought of, well, yeah, it's the South, but yeah, there's obviously, a lot of closed-mindedness in certain communities when it comes to.
Well, I've noticed from working at the wheel with a lot of the
LGBTQ people.
A lot of the people that I work with at the wheel, I've noticed that a lot of them are younger people that are around my age or even younger, have a whole different mindset about everything compared to the older folks like Russ, Kathy, Gene. And it's actually refreshing because I look at all the younger people I work with. I think, hey, the future of society is on your shoulders, and I hope that you actually make something of it, because the world just has to get better.
I know. You're right, Sheila. You're right. And I really was surprised to find out, though, that little towns like, even where Joe lives, Florence, they have a shelter for kids that specifically is for LGBTQ kids, because their families are very religious, and they as I said, I didn't really think it would be such a problem, but come to find out that, yeah, it is.
I get trash talked on the bus going from Myrtle Beach to Conway. I just ignore it. I hear a lot of slurs and whatnot that are obviously hurled at me because, I'm the gay guy on the bus going back to Conway, but I just ignore it. But it's like...
But who is it saying it?
It's honestly, I hate to say it, but honestly, it's people of color. It's black people saying it. It's this one dude that dresses all in black, who I guess is like a cook for Buffalo Wild Wings out there by Tangier Outlets, 501. And it's like, dude, you're like homeless. You are in no position or any shape or form to be talking shit about me when you don't even have an actual steady or a formal official roof over your head. You're in a shelter.
How do you know? Oh, he lives in a shelter.
Or homeless or something. He's part of the whole society of people that hang out there at that bus station in Myrtle Beach. That you could tell are all homeless and all that. But it's like, dude, you have no right to be saying anything derogative or even obscene about me, because you are in a whole different boat than I am, and you're in a worse off boat than I am, actually, if anything.
Yeah, you're right.
So it's like you don't have any room to be saying anything.
Attitude. Well, you know what, Sheila? Unfortunately, it takes all kind in the world, right? But
I am happy I came down here, though. I love being able to go out. I love being able to go out into like outside at this time of night, and it's not like cold or like blazingly hot. It's like a fall night almost, actually. Even just come across the field to here, I was like, this weather feels nice. I don't miss Pennsylvania. I don't.
I was explaining early, I said I was there for 36 hours, and I just looked at Megan and said, I want to go home. Can we took a nap and everything, and this and that is just like, okay, let's go. I just want to go home. Just want to go home. Don't, Well, hi, Cindy. Hello. Yeah, it rained here a couple of days ago. 2 nights ago, actually, it rained here, and it was getting really, really crazy.
My work
It was right over the trailer. At one point, it shakes the ground and everything. Storms are
more intense
intense here than they were in PA.
My work had to shut down because we actually had, for about 3-4 hours, lightning that was very much near the wheel. So we had to shut the wheel down and get everybody that was on it off, and just wait until we got the all clear from the, weather station that's at Myrtle Beach's airport. So that's where our things are okay.
You know what, Sheila? No, I miss my grandkids. I miss my sons. I miss a few friends, but the state itself,
no.
No, I don't miss cold. I don't miss the weird weather, crappy weather.
There's actually several people that work at the wheel there from Pennsylvania. You know that's the funny part.
I don't miss. I don't want to say it's a mindset, but I don't miss. I don't miss being in a town where it seems like the landlords are always right and the tenants are always wrong.
I don't miss the mindset where the only future people have is one that involves either consistently being in jail or being on the streets or just dying from drugs too. Because that's the kind of thing that honestly makes up the underbelly and backbone of Hazleton. Sadly.
Yeah, I know.
I have a lot of people that I graduated
high
school with.
I miss people in Pennsylvania, Sheila, but I don't miss Pennsylvania.
There's people that I graduated high school with who are dead now because of drugs.
Well, how many are Randy and Bobby's friends? A couple of them, each of them, are dead too.
Let me tell you, out of 700 and some people I graduated with, there's probably about 200-300 of them I know that are dead.
That's sad.
Yeah.
I was born
in
Hazleton, Pennsylvania. And Hazleton is about, I want to say, an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours away from the Poconos, if you're familiar with the Poconos. So yeah, I'm born and raised Pennsylvania.
About 2.5-3 hours northwest of Philadelphia.
Yeah, no, I did not miss it. No, kind of weird. As a matter of fact, for the short, amount of time that I was there, it just felt wrong being there. I don't know why. I mean, yes, I went there for the purpose of going to a hearing, and
Whatnot.
being questioned by my friend's ex-husband's lawyer briefly for like 10 minutes, this and that, but it just didn't feel right being there. Like, no. Nope. So, yeah, no, I don't miss it. I miss people, but I don't miss the state. No. Pennsylvania, it's like when winter comes, it just never wants to release its grip. It's like old man winter wants to have his grip on there 24/7, 365.
Not to mention, people are just miserable. I don't know if it's the weather that does it. I don't know if it's just the place that does it, but people are miserable in Pennsylvania. And after so long, it gets to you.
Well, I've said that too. Yeah, there's just like more miserable people there than there is down here. Like, I don't know if it's the weather or it's something in the water. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know.
Well, it definitely ain't ocean water, I'll tell you that.
Right? Definitely. Well, guys, I had said I was going to do it for about an hour and a half, and it's actually
gonna head back to the
it's
house.
actually going on an hour and 42 minutes. So at an hour and 45 minutes, I'm going to end the chat, guys. He's going to bed, and I'm going to.
I got to work for 9:45 in the morning tomorrow.
Yeah, I have to see when my doctor appointment is tomorrow. I get to meet a new orthopedic doctor. We'll see how that goes, and hopefully I'll be able to get my gel knee shots again.
Mainly.
Caesar's Palace, the races, Poconos, yeah. Sheila, were you at the what's that one that a lot of the urban explorers go to? It had the heart-shaped bed, bathtubs. Oh, the one thing they used to take a bath in, it was like a big champagne glass. It's all abandoned now.
Around the same region where Rachel used to bartend.
Yes. Penn, what was that
something
called?
Resort. Penn something Resort.
Yeah.
Penn something Resort, but it was up around the area where Rachel used to bartend.
There's a couple of YouTube.
It's across the way from her. She said she actually could see it sometimes when she went
outside. Sheila, there's a couple of YouTubers did urban exploring up in the Poconos. What was that? Penn Hills? No.
That sounds right.
Penn Hills?
Or something. Penn something Resort. I don't know.
Yeah, there's Exploring with Josh and Steve Ronan, and there's a few other urban explorers on YouTube. They went exploring some of the old honeymoon hotels and that up in the Poconos. You might want to look into that. Maybe you'll see the one that you were at, and just bring back some memories for you. No, Debbie, I don't miss the drama. No drama. No heart-shaped tub. Well, still there
was a giant bell-shaped swimming pool that was in the middle of that whole place. Remember?
There is a couple of YouTubers that did go to them though, and check them out. The heart-shaped beds, the champagne glass that you could actually sit. And
is that one of the things you're talking about?
Yeah.
Then I don't know how they're getting in, but they're getting in.
That's the one that was flying around earlier. Yeah, it's one of them stupid hard shell, like a reddish orange beetle.
And what is that in the corner there?
I don't know, but now we have a bug to eliminate. But yeah, check some of them out. Just type in, Sheila, look for like Pocono explorers and that, and you'll probably come across maybe even the building that you had stayed at. It's pretty cool. Yeah, most of them are closed, have been closed for years.
Hiding their head out. I
I
don't see it, so.
don't know about any of the newer
Good night,
ones that
guys.
opened.
Good night, Ma.
Good night, Hank.
Good night, buddy.
Don't forget to give Feisty a pet good night, too.
I won't.
Alrighty, guys. Well, I am going to call it a night. But yeah, Sheila, look into that. Definitely look into that. Just type in Pocono Explorers. I know there's Exploring with Josh. He was up there. Steve Ronan. A couple of different YouTubers did. And it was cool to actually like see some of them, because I remember as a little girl seeing the ads come on local TV for all them different hotels and everything. They used to push them all the time on local TV. There would always be the ads, and used to see the brochures like in restaurants and everything. They always advertised them. They were a pretty popular attraction. So when if I do watch any of them videos and I see the old ads on it, then it's like, oh my God, I remember, seeing that commercial. Like, it's silly. Good night, Debbie. Good night, Tina. It is sad, Sheila. It is sad. I would like to get back to Pennsylvania this summer, though, but for the purpose of going to Knoebels. I didn't get to go to Knoebels last year. And if I can't get my granddaughter, my son to come down to South Carolina, then I'm going to see if we can get to Knoebels during the summer and go to PA. And spend a weekend down at Knoebels Grove. And I could do some really good videos down there. That's like my favorite place to go in PA is Knoebels, a summer thing. So I would go back to PA even just for a weekend for that. I would. Well, good night, everyone. Thank you so much for jumping on. And it was great to talk to you. And I hope to do this again. Pretty soon. So good night, everybody. Take care. And I will see you all on my next video uploads, which should be Tuesday. Alrighty. Good night, guys. Thank you, Cindy. Good night, everyone. Bye.